Beneath the shimmering surface of the world's oceans lies a realm few have seen, a place where time stands still, and the echoes of ancient civilizations whisper through the currents. These are the sunken kingdoms, cities swallowed by the sea, their stories preserved in the silent depths. From the fabled Atlantis to the submerged ruins of Dwarka, these underwater mysteries have captivated explorers, scientists, and dreamers for centuries. But what makes these lost cities so fascinating? What secrets do they hold about the societies that built them? And what can they teach us about the forces of nature that claimed them? In this journey, we'll uncover the enigmatic world of ancient underwater civilizations, diving deep into their histories, their myths, and the clues they offer about humanity's past. Get ready to explore the wonders hidden beneath the waves, where every ripple tells a story and every discovery rewrites history. Of all the sunken kingdoms that have captured the human imagination, none shines brighter or remains more elusive than Atlantis. The story of Atlantis begins with the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, who first described it in his dialogues Timaeus and Chrysias. According to Plato, Atlantis was a thriving, advanced civilization, rich in resources and technology that existed over 11,000 years ago. It was a utopia of grand architecture, vast harbors, and intricate canals ruled by powerful kings. But its downfall came swiftly as the gods punished its people for their hubris, sinking the entire island into the ocean in a single day and night. For centuries, this tale has sparked endless fascination and debate. Was Atlantis a real place, lost to history and swallowed by the sea? Or was it a cautionary fable crafted by Plato to illustrate the dangers of arrogance and greed? The mystery only deepens when we consider the countless theories about its possible location. Some researchers point to the Mediterranean, suggesting that the island of Santorini, devastated by a volcanic eruption around 1600 BC, could be the inspiration. Others look to the Caribbean, where underwater formations near the Bahamas have fueled speculation. And then there are those who believe Atlantis lies hidden in the depths of the Atlantic Ocean, just as Plato described. What makes Atlantis so compelling isn't just the question of its existence, it's the idea of a lost world, a civilization so advanced and yet so vulnerable to the forces of nature. It's a story that resonates with our deepest fears and curiosities, reminding us of the fragility of human achievement. And while the truth about Atlantis may never be fully uncovered, its legend continues to inspire explorers, writers, and dreamers, driving us to search for answers in the vast, uncharted waters of our planet. As we turn our gaze to other sunken kingdoms, the allure of Atlantis lingers, a reminder that the oceans hold secrets far beyond our understanding, and perhaps just waiting to be discovered. While Atlantis continues to capture the imagination with its mystery, another sunken city offers a fascinating blend of myth and reality, rooted in the rich tapestry of Hindu tradition. Off the western coast of India, beneath the Arabian Sea, lies the ancient city of Dwarka, a place revered in Hindu mythology as the kingdom of Lord Krishna. According to sacred texts, Dwarka was a magnificent city, built by Krishna himself after he left Mathura. Described as a place of unparalleled beauty and prosperity, it was said to have been protected by towering walls and adorned with palaces, temples, and sprawling gardens. But like Atlantis, Dwarka's story is one of spectacular downfall. The city is said to have been submerged by the sea following Krishna's departure from the mortal world, vanishing beneath the waves and leaving behind only legends. Modern archaeology has brought these legends to life. In the late 1980s, marine archaeologists discovered a series of submerged ruins near the present-day town of Dwarka, Gujarat. These underwater structures, found at depths ranging from 20 to 100 feet, include remnants of massive stone walls, pillars, and artifacts that suggest the existence of an advanced, well-planned city. Pottery shards, sculptures, and ancient tools recovered from the site have been dated to around 3,500 years ago, aligning with the time period associated with Krishna's reign. These findings provide tangible evidence that the city described in the Mahabharata, one of Hinduism's most important epics, may have indeed been real. The Mahabharata paints Dwarka as a thriving metropolis, a center of trade, culture, and spirituality. It was here that Krishna ruled, guiding his people with wisdom and compassion. The epic recounts how the city was built on land reclaimed from the sea, a feat that speaks to the ingenuity of its builders. The underwater ruins seem to echo this narrative, with their intricate stonework and organized layout suggesting a society skilled in engineering and urban planning. Archaeologists have also found evidence of a large harbor, supporting the idea that Dwarka was a bustling port city, connected to distant lands through maritime trade. But what truly sets Dwarka apart is its enduring spiritual significance. For millions of Hindus, the city is not just an archaeological site but a sacred place, deeply intertwined with their faith. The discovery of its ruins has reinforced the belief that the stories of Krishna and the Mahabharata are more than myth. They are echoes of a historical reality. This blend of faith and science makes Dwarka a unique case among sunken cities. It challenges us to consider how ancient narratives, often dismissed as mere legend, might hold kernels of truth waiting to be uncovered. As we explore the remnants of Dwarka, we're reminded of the power of storytelling. Whether through the verses of the Mahabharata or the stones beneath the sea, the city continues to inspire awe and wonder. Its rediscovery invites us to reflect on the resilience of human memory and the ways in which the past shapes our understanding of the present. And as we dive deeper into the mysteries of other sunken civilizations, Dwarka stands as a testament to the enduring connection between myth and reality, offering a glimpse into a world where the divine and the earthly once coexisted. Far from the sunken cities of the Mediterranean and the sacred waters of Dwarka, another underwater mystery lies hidden beneath the waves of the Pacific Ocean. Off the southern coast of Yonaguni Island, Japan, a massive stone structure rises from the ocean floor, its terraces, steps, and sharp angles striking an almost otherworldly silhouette. Known as the Yonaguni Monument, this enigmatic formation has sparked one of the most heated debates in underwater archaeology. Is it a natural wonder sculpted by the forces of geology, or the remnants of an ancient, forgotten civilization? Discovered in 1986 by a local diver exploring the island's waters, the Yonaguni Monument is a series of flat, stepped terraces that descend into the deep, resembling a grand, submerged staircase. Some of its features are strikingly geometric, with sharp 90-degree angles and perfectly straight edges that seem too precise to be the work of nature alone. Along its surface, carvings resembling faces and symbols have been found, further fueling speculation about its origins. Could this be evidence of a lost city, swallowed by the sea thousands of years ago? Geologists, however, offer a different perspective. Some argue that the Yonaguni Monument is a product of natural processes, formed by the relentless erosion of sandstone over millions of years. They point to the region's seismic activity, which has shaped the ocean floor in dramatic ways, creating cliffs, ridges, and fractures that might explain the monument's seemingly man-made features. The sharp angles and flat surfaces, they say, are the result of the rock's natural bedding planes and fractures, not human hands, yet not everyone is convinced. Proponents of the man-made theory highlight the monument's symmetrical design and the presence of what appear to be tool marks on certain surfaces. They argue that the structure's layout and features align too closely with known examples of ancient architecture to be purely coincidental. Some even suggest that the Yonaguni Monument could be linked to the mythical lost continent of Mu, a Pacific counterpart to Atlantis, said to have been home to an advanced civilization that vanished long ago. Adding to the intrigue are the monument's surroundings. Nearby, divers have discovered what look like pathways, stone circles, and even a structure resembling a stadium, all seemingly connected to the main formation. While these features could also be explained by natural phenomena, their proximity to the monument raises questions about the possibility of a larger, submerged complex. Could this be a glimpse of a civilization that once thrived in the Pacific, its achievements now lost beneath the waves? The debate over the Yonaguni Monument is far from settled, and perhaps that's what makes it so fascinating. It challenges us to reconsider what we know about ancient civilizations and the boundaries of human history. If the monument is indeed man-made, it would rewrite the story of early Pacific cultures, suggesting a level of sophistication and maritime skill far beyond what we've previously imagined. On the other hand, if it's a natural formation, it stands as a testament to the awe-inspiring power of geological forces, capable of creating structures that rival the ingenuity of human hands. As we ponder the mysteries of Yonaguni, we're reminded of how much remains unexplored beneath the ocean's surface. Every discovery, whether natural or man-made, invites us to question our assumptions and expand our understanding of the past. The Yonaguni Monument, with its haunting beauty and unresolved origins, is a symbol of the endless possibilities that lie hidden in the deep, a reminder that the oceans hold secrets we've only begun to uncover. Nestled beneath the cerulean waters off the southern coast of Greece's Peloponnese lies a treasure trove of ancient history, Pavlopetri, a city that has remained submerged for over 5,000 years. Unlike the mythical allure of Atlantis or the spiritual resonance of Dwarka, Pavlopetri offers something extraordinary, a remarkably intact snapshot of Bronze Age life frozen in time beneath the waves. Discovered in 1967 by Nicholas Fleming, a marine geologist, this underwater city is believed to be the oldest known submerged city in the world, dating back to around 3000 BC. Its streets, buildings, and even tombs have survived millennia, providing archaeologists with an unparalleled window into the past. What makes Pavlopetri so remarkable is its level of preservation. The city's layout is strikingly clear, with a network of streets, courtyards, and buildings still visible on the ocean floor. Archaeologists have identified homes, public spaces, and even a complex water management system, suggesting a well-organized and thriving community. Among the most fascinating discoveries are the tombs, which offer clues about the city's inhabitants and their burial practices. These findings paint a vivid picture of a society deeply connected to the sea, reliant on maritime trade and skilled in harnessing the resources of their coastal environment. The significance of Pavlopetri extends far beyond its age. This ancient city provides critical insights into the interconnected world of the Bronze Age Mediterranean. Artifacts recovered from the site, including pottery, tools, and fragments of jewelry, reveal trade links with distant regions such as Crete and Egypt. These connections highlight the city's role as a hub of commerce and cultural exchange, a place where goods, ideas, and traditions flowed freely. Pavlopetri's strategic location along key trade routes made it a vital player in the broader network of ancient civilizations, underscoring the importance of maritime trade in shaping the world of the past. But how did such a vibrant city end up beneath the waves? The answer lies in the dynamic forces of nature. Over thousands of years, rising sea levels, tectonic activity, and coastal erosion gradually submerged Pavlopetri, transforming it from a bustling port into an underwater relic. Unlike the catastrophic events that may have claimed other sunken cities, Pavlopetri's submersion was a slow, almost imperceptible process. This gradual change offers a poignant reminder of the fragility of human settlements in the face of environmental shifts, a lesson that resonates deeply in our modern era of climate change and rising seas. Pavlopetri's story is not just one of loss but also of rediscovery. Thanks to advances in underwater archaeology, researchers have been able to map the city's layout in stunning detail, using cutting-edge technology to create 3D models of its streets and structures. These efforts have brought Pavlopetri back to life, allowing us to walk, or rather, swim through its ancient corridors and imagine the lives of the people who once called it home. The city's rediscovery has also sparked efforts to preserve and protect it, ensuring that this extraordinary piece of history remains intact for future generations. As we explore the mysteries of Pavlopetri, we're reminded of the enduring connection between humanity and the sea. This ancient city, with its well-preserved streets and artifacts, offers a tangible link to a world long gone, yet still deeply relevant. It challenges us to reflect on the resilience of human ingenuity, the power of nature to reshape our world, and the importance of preserving the fragile remnants of our past. Pavlopetri stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of the Bronze Age, a silent witness to the ebb and flow of history, and a reminder that even the mightiest cities are not immune to the tides of time. Imagine a city so grand, so pivotal to its time, that it was said to be the gateway to Egypt, a place where gods walked among mortals, and the wealth of an empire flowed through its bustling ports. This was Heracleion, a legendary city lost to the Mediterranean Sea for over 1,200 years. Known to the ancient Greeks as Thonis, Heracleion was more than just a city. It was a cultural and economic powerhouse, a bridge between the Nile and the Mediterranean, and a place where myth and history intertwined. But around the 8th century CE, it vanished beneath the waves, leaving behind only whispers of its former glory. For centuries, Heracleion was thought to be nothing more than a legend until its rediscovery in the late 1990s, when a team of underwater archaeologists led by Frank Gaudio uncovered its submerged ruins off the coast of modern-day Egypt. The treasures brought to light from Heracleion's watery grave are nothing short of breathtaking. Statues of pharaohs and gods, some towering over 16 feet tall, rise from the seabed as if frozen in time. Intricate jewelry, ceremonial vessels, and religious relics tell the story of a city steeped in devotion and opulence. Among the most striking finds are the colossal statues of Osiris and Isis, deities central to ancient Egyptian religion. These discoveries not only highlight the city's spiritual significance, but also its role as a thriving hub of trade and diplomacy. Heracleion was a city where the divine and the mortal coexisted, a place where the gods were honored and the wealth of an empire was exchanged. But what led to the downfall of such a magnificent city? The answer lies in a combination of natural forces and human activity. Heracleion was built on unstable sediment, and over time, the weight of its grand structures caused the ground to slowly sink. Rising sea levels coupled with earthquakes and tidal waves accelerated the city's submersion. By the 8th century, the once thriving port had disappeared beneath the waves, its memory preserved only in ancient texts and scattered legends. The rediscovery of Heracleion offers a poignant reminder of the fragility of human achievement in the face of nature's power. The artifacts recovered from Heracleion provide invaluable insights into ancient Egyptian society. The city's role as a major port is evident in the variety of goods found, from Greek pottery to Phoenician glassware, reflecting its position as a crossroads of cultures. Religious artifacts, including amulets and ceremonial objects, reveal the deep spiritual life of its inhabitants, while inscriptions and carvings shed light on the city's political and economic ties. Heracleion was not just a city of trade, it was a city of faith, where rituals honoring Osiris and Isis were central to daily life. What makes Heracleion's story so compelling is the way it bridges myth and reality. The city's connection to Osiris, the god of the afterlife, and Isis, the goddess of magic and motherhood, underscores its importance in the spiritual landscape of ancient Egypt. According to legend, Heracleion was the site where Osiris was said to have entered the underworld, making it a sacred place of pilgrimage. The discovery of temples and altars dedicated to these deities confirms the city's role as a center of worship, adding a layer of mystique to its already fascinating history. As we explore the ruins of Heracleion, we're reminded of the enduring allure of lost cities. Its rediscovery not only enriches our understanding of ancient Egypt, but also challenges us to reconsider what we know about the past. The artifacts and structures recovered from the seabed offer a tangible connection to a world long gone, inviting us to imagine the lives of those who walked its streets and worshipped in its temples. Heracleion stands as a testament to the resilience of human memory and the power of archaeology to bring history back to life. It's a story of loss and rediscovery, of gods and mortals, and of a city that once thrived at the edge of two worlds, now resting silently beneath the waves, waiting to share its secrets with those who dare to dive deeper. From the ancient temples of Heracleion to the bustling streets of Pavlopetri, we've journeyed through the Mediterranean's submerged past. But now, let's set sail across the Atlantic to the Caribbean, where another sunken city tells a very different kind of story, one filled with pirates, plunder, and peril. Welcome to Port Royal, a place once described as the wickedest city on earth. This infamous pirate haven, nestled on the southern coast of Jamaica, was a lawless paradise for buccaneers, privateers, and adventurers during the 17th century. But its golden age was cut short in a single, catastrophic moment. On the afternoon of June 7, 1692, a massive earthquake struck, followed by a devastating tsunami. In mere minutes, 2/3 of the city sank beneath the waves, taking with it a vibrant, chaotic world of seafaring rogues and their ill-gotten treasures. Port Royal's rise to infamy began in the mid-1700s, when it became a hub for privateers, legalized pirates authorized by the English crown to attack Spanish ships. Its strategic location made it a perfect base for raids on Spanish treasure fleets, and its lax laws attracted a colorful cast of characters. By the late 17th century, Port Royal was a bustling port, teeming with taverns, brothels, and markets filled with exotic goods from around the world. It was a city where fortunes were made overnight and lost just as quickly. Sailors, merchants, and pirates mingled in its narrow streets, creating a volatile mix of ambition, greed, and lawlessness. For a brief period, Port Royal was the wealthiest and most notorious city in the Caribbean, a place where the line between hero and villain was dangerously blurred. But this prosperity came at a cost. Built on a sandy spit of land, Port Royal was vulnerable to the very forces that made it a thriving port, the sea and the shifting earth. On that fateful day in 1692, a series of violent tremors shook the city, toppling buildings into the harbor. Moments later, a massive wave surged through the streets, swallowing homes, ships, and people in its path. When the waters receded, much of Port Royal lay submerged, its once thriving streets now silent beneath the waves. The disaster was seen by many as divine retribution for the city's sinful ways, a warning to those who lived by greed and violence. Today, Port Royal is a treasure trove for underwater archaeologists. Excavations have revealed remarkably preserved streets, buildings, and artifacts, offering a glimpse into daily life during the golden age of piracy. Among the discoveries are taverns filled with clay pipes and rum bottles, homes with intact furniture, and even a pocket watch frozen in time at the moment of the earthquake. These finds paint a vivid picture of a city frozen in a single, chaotic moment, capturing the lives of its inhabitants with startling clarity. But Port Royal is more than just a pirate's playground. Its ruins tell a broader story about the dangers of coastal living and the fragility of human settlements in the face of natural disasters. The city's rapid rise and sudden fall serve as a stark reminder of the power of nature and the hubris of those who believe they can tame it. At the same time, Port Royal's underwater remains provide invaluable insights into the golden age of piracy, shedding light on the lives of sailors, merchants, and privateers who shaped the Caribbean's history. As we explore the sunken streets of Port Royal, we're reminded that history is not just about great empires or legendary heroes. It's also about the everyday lives of those who shaped the world in their own way. Port Royal's story is one of ambition, excess, and tragedy, a tale that continues to captivate us centuries later. And as we dive deeper into its mysteries, we uncover not just the treasures of the past, but the lessons they hold for the present. After all, beneath the waves of Port Royal lies not just a sunken city, but a mirror reflecting the timeless interplay of human ambition and the forces of nature. In the heart of the Pacific Ocean, far from the bustling trade routes of the Mediterranean or the pirate havens of the Caribbean, lies a marvel of ancient engineering that defies imagination. Nan Madol, often called the Venice of the Pacific, is a sprawling complex of over 90 artificial islands connected by a labyrinth of canals and built entirely from massive basalt stones. Nestled off the coast of Pohnpei in Micronesia, this mysterious city has puzzled archaeologists and historians for decades. Who built it? How did they transport these colossal stones, some weighing up to 50 tons, without modern technology? And perhaps most intriguing of all, why was it abandoned, leaving behind only whispers of its former glory? The architecture of Nan Madol is as breathtaking as it is perplexing. The city's structures are constructed using a technique called stacked stone, where interlocking basalt columns are carefully arranged without mortar. These columns, some standing over 25 feet tall, form walls, platforms, and even tombs, creating a cityscape that feels both monumental and otherworldly. The precision of the stonework is astonishing, with each block fitting so perfectly that even a knife blade can't slip between them. This level of craftsmanship suggests a society with advanced knowledge of engineering and an extraordinary dedication to their vision. But how did they achieve such feats in an era without cranes or pulleys? Local legends offer a tantalizing clue, attributing the construction to two sorcerer brothers who used magic to levitate the stones into place. While science may dismiss this as myth, the truth remains as elusive as the city itself. The purpose of Nan Madol is another enduring mystery. Some believe it served as the ceremonial and political center of the Sordelor dynasty, a powerful ruling family that dominated Pohnpei for centuries. Its grandest structure, the Nan Dowers, is thought to be a royal tomb, its towering walls a testament to the dynasty's might. Others suggest it was a spiritual hub, a place where rituals honoring the gods of the sea and sky were performed. The city's layout, with its intricate canals and central plaza, supports the idea of a ceremonial space, while the presence of freshwater channels and fish ponds hints at a sophisticated understanding of resource management. Yet, despite these theories, Nan Madol's true purpose remains shrouded in mystery, leaving us to wonder what drove its builders to create such an extraordinary place. Equally enigmatic is the city's abandonment. By the time European explorers arrived in the 19th century, Nan Madol was already in ruins, its once thriving community long gone. Theories about its demise range from environmental changes, such as rising sea levels or dwindling resources, to political upheaval and the collapse of the Sordelor dynasty. Some even point to local legends that speak of a curse, a punishment for the ruler's arrogance and cruelty. Whatever the cause, the city's fall marked the end of an era, leaving behind a hauntingly beautiful ruin that continues to captivate those who visit. What makes Nan Madol so remarkable isn't just its architecture or its mysteries, it's the sheer audacity of its creation. building a city on artificial islands in the middle of the Pacific with only stone tools and human ingenuity is a feat that challenges our understanding of ancient societies. It's a reminder that the past is filled with stories of innovation and ambition, stories that we're only beginning to uncover. As we explore the canals and stone walls of Nan Madol, we're invited to imagine the lives of those who built it, the rituals they performed, and the dreams they pursued. In a world where so much remains unknown, Nan Madol stands as a testament to the boundless creativity of humanity, a city lost to time but never to memory. As we journey from the Pacific's enigmatic Nan Madol to the sunken treasures of the Mediterranean, our next stop takes us to the Bay of Naples, where an ancient playground of Roman extravagance lies hidden beneath the waves. This is Baia, a city that once epitomized luxury and excess, a retreat where emperors, senators, and the elite indulged in the finest pleasures of life. Today, its opulent villas, sprawling baths, and grand temples rest silently underwater, a haunting reminder of a time when Baia was the crown jewel of the Roman Empire's leisure class. But how did this vibrant resort city, once the playground of the powerful, end up submerged? And what secrets does it hold about the Romans' relationship with both luxury and the natural world? Baia's story begins in the 1st century BC during the height of the Roman Republic. Nestled along the volcanic coastline of the Bay of Naples, the city became a favored destination for Rome's wealthiest citizens. Its thermal springs, believed to have healing properties, drew visitors seeking relaxation and rejuvenation. Emperors like Nero, Caligula, and Hadrian built lavish villas here, their residences adorned with mosaics, frescoes, and marble statues. Baia was more than just a resort, it was a symbol of status, a place where the elite could escape the pressures of political life and immerse themselves in luxury. The city's grand bathhouses, theaters, and temples were designed to impress, showcasing the Romans' mastery of architecture and their love for grandeur. But Baia's prosperity was built on a fragile foundation. The very forces that made it a paradise, its volcanic springs and picturesque location, also spelled its doom. Over centuries, the region's intense volcanic activity, driven by the nearby Cambay supervolcano, caused the land to slowly sink. This phenomenon, known as bradisism, gradually submerged Baia's streets and buildings, leaving them preserved beneath the bay's tranquil waters. Unlike the sudden destruction of Port Royal or the slow erosion of Pavlopetri, Baia's submersion was a quiet, almost poetic process, as if the sea itself claimed the city as its own. Today, Baia is a treasure trove for underwater archaeologists. Excavations have revealed remarkably well-preserved ruins, offering a glimpse into the opulence of Roman life. Among the most striking discoveries are the remains of luxurious villas, their intricate mosaics still vibrant after centuries underwater. Statues of gods and emperors, once displayed in gardens and courtyards, now stand eerily on the ocean floor, their serene expressions untouched by time. The city's bathhouses, with their heating systems and elegant design, highlight the Romans' ingenuity and their appreciation for comfort. Even the streets of Baia, lined with shops and homes, remain visible, frozen in a moment of daily life that feels both familiar and distant. But Baia is more than just a showcase of Roman wealth. It's a testament to the complex relationship between humans and the natural world. The Romans, with their mastery of engineering and architecture, sought to harness the earth's resources for their pleasure. They built grand structures atop unstable ground, confident in their ability to control the environment. Yet, in the end, nature reclaimed what was hers, submerging the city in a slow, inevitable process. Baia's story is a reminder of the limits of human ambition and the power of the natural forces that shape our world. As we explore the underwater ruins of Baia, we're invited to reflect on the duality of human achievement. Here was a city built for indulgence, a place where the elite could escape the world's troubles. Yet its very existence was tied to the volatile forces of the earth, forces that ultimately sealed its fate. Baia's submerged grandeur offers a poignant lesson about the balance between luxury and vulnerability, a theme as relevant today as it was 2,000 years ago. And as we dive deeper into its story, we uncover not just the remnants of a lost city, but a mirror reflecting the timeless interplay between human ambition and the unstoppable power of nature. Returning to the sun-drenched shores of Egypt, we find ourselves drawn to another submerged marvel, Thonis Heracleion, often referred to as the twin city of Heracleion. Like its more famous counterpart, Thonis Heracleion was a bustling port, a vital link between the Nile and the Mediterranean, and a cornerstone of ancient trade networks. But while Heracleion's rediscovery captured the world's imagination, Thonis Heracleion offers its own unique story, one that sheds light on the intricate web of commerce, culture, and spirituality that defined ancient Egypt. Located at the mouth of the Nile Delta, Thonis Heracleion served as Egypt's primary gateway to the Mediterranean for centuries. Ships from across the ancient world docked here, bringing goods, ideas, and people from as far away as Greece, Phoenicia, and the Levant. The city's strategic position made it a melting pot of cultures where Egyptian, Greek, and Near Eastern influences intertwined, creating a vibrant and cosmopolitan society. Its name itself reflects this duality, Thonis being the Egyptian name, and Heracleion, the Greek version, honoring the hero Heracles, who was believed to have visited the city. This blending of identities highlights the city's role as a bridge between two worlds, a place where cultures converged and flourished. The underwater excavations of Thonis Heracleion have yielded a treasure trove of artifacts that bring its past to life. Among the most striking discoveries are the remains of ancient ships, some still laden with cargo, their wooden hulls preserved by the silt of the seabed. These shipwrecks offer a rare glimpse into the maritime technology of the time, revealing how goods like grain, wine, and precious metals were transported across vast distances. Equally fascinating are the religious statues recovered from the site, including towering figures of Egyptian gods and goddesses, their serene expressions untouched by time. These statues, along with ceremonial objects and inscriptions, paint a vivid picture of a city deeply rooted in its spiritual traditions, where commerce and devotion walked hand in hand. One of the most remarkable finds is a massive steel or stone slab, inscribed with a decree issued by Pharaoh Nectanebo I in the 4th century BCE. The decree, written in both Greek and Egyptian hieroglyphs, underscores the city's importance as a center of governance and trade. It also reveals the complex relationship between Egypt and its Mediterranean neighbors, highlighting the diplomatic and economic ties that shaped the ancient world. The steel's discovery not only deepens our understanding of ancient Egyptian administration, but also illustrates the city's role as a hub of cultural exchange, where languages, laws, and traditions intersected. But what truly sets Thonis Heracleion apart is its connection to Heracleion. While the two cities were once thought to be separate, archaeologists now believe they were part of the same urban complex, linked by a network of canals and waterways. This realization transforms our understanding of the region's geography, revealing a sprawling metropolis that stretched across the delta, its streets bustling with merchants, sailors, and pilgrims. The twin cities, though distinct in their identities, shared a common destiny, both succumbing to the same forces of nature that claimed so many of the world's great ports. As we piece together the story of Thonis Heracleion, we're reminded of the interconnectedness of ancient civilizations. The artifacts recovered from its waters, whether a shattered amphora or a towering statue of Osiris, tell a story not just of one city, but of a world linked by trade, faith, and ambition. They invite us to imagine the lives of those who walked its streets, to hear the clamor of its markets, and to feel the reverence of its temples. Thonis Heracleion, like so many sunken cities, is more than a relic of the past. It's a window into a time when the Mediterranean was not a barrier, but a bridge connecting the peoples and cultures of the ancient world. And as we dive deeper into its mysteries, we uncover not just the treasures of a lost city, but the enduring threads that bind humanity together across time and space. Off the western coast of India, beneath the murky waters of the Gulf of Cambay, lies a discovery that has sparked both fascination and fierce debate. In the early 2000s, marine archaeologists exploring the area uncovered what appeared to be the remains of a vast, ancient city, a network of structures, roads, and artifacts buried under layers of silt and sediment. What makes this find so extraordinary is its age. Preliminary dating suggests these ruins could be as old as 9,000 years, predating many of the world's most famous ancient civilizations by several millennia. If confirmed, this would rewrite the timeline of human history, offering a tantalizing glimpse into a lost chapter of India's past. But as with any groundbreaking discovery, the Gulf of Cambay's underwater enigma has not been without controversy. The structures found in the Gulf of Cambay, also known as the Gulf of Combat, include what appear to be geometric formations, massive stone blocks, and even what some researchers believe to be the foundations of buildings. Sonar images revealed a grid-like pattern reminiscent of urban planning, while dredged artifacts such as pottery, tools, and even human remains suggest a thriving, organized society. Carbon dating of organic materials pulled from the site placed them at around 7,000 to 9,000 years old, a staggering age that challenges our understanding of early human development. Could this be evidence of a civilization that flourished long before the rise of Mesopotamia or the Indus Valley? The possibility is both thrilling and contentious. Critics, however, have raised significant doubts about the findings. Some argue that the sonar images, which first captured the world's attention, could be misleading, potentially reflecting natural geological formations rather than man-made structures. Others point to the challenges of dating artifacts recovered from underwater environments, where currents and sedimentation can distort evidence. There's also the question of how such a sophisticated society could have existed so early in human history, seemingly out of step with what we know about the development of agriculture, writing, and urbanization. These skeptics urge caution, emphasizing the need for more rigorous research before drawing definitive conclusions. Yet, for those who believe in the Gulf of Cambay's potential, the implications are profound. If a civilization did exist here 9,000 years ago, it would push back the origins of complex societies by thousands of years, suggesting that humanity's journey toward urbanization and technological advancement began much earlier than previously thought. It would also challenge the Eurocentric narrative of history, which often places the cradle of civilization in the Middle East or Europe, by highlighting the possibility of an equally advanced society in ancient India. The Gulf of Cambay could be a missing link, a piece of the puzzle that reshapes our understanding of prehistory. Adding to the intrigue are local legends that speak of a great city swallowed by the sea. In Hindu mythology, the story of Dwarka is well known, but could there be other submerged cities waiting to be discovered? The Gulf of Cambay's underwater structures hint at a time when the coastline looked very different, when the sea levels were lower and vast stretches of land now submerged were once inhabited. This raises the tantalizing possibility that the ruins in the Gulf are just one piece of a larger, submerged landscape, a lost world waiting to be explored. As we grapple with the mysteries of the Gulf of Cambay, we're reminded of how much remains unknown about our past. Archaeology is not just about uncovering artifacts, it's about asking questions, challenging assumptions, and piecing together the story of who we are and where we came from. Whether the Gulf of Cambay's underwater structures are the remnants of a 9,000-year-old civilization or simply the result of natural processes, they invite us to imagine a world that existed long before recorded history. They remind us that the oceans hold secrets we've only begun to uncover, and that every discovery, no matter how controversial, brings us one step closer to understanding the rich tapestry of human history. The Gulf of Cambay stands as a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown, a reminder that the past is not just a story we tell, it's a mystery we're still unraveling. Beneath the tranquil waters of the Mediterranean, just off the coast of modern-day Alexandria, lies a treasure trove of history that whispers tales of one of the most legendary figures of antiquity, Cleopatra. Her palace, once the heart of Ptolemaic Egypt's opulence and power, now rests submerged, a silent witness to the passage of time. Discovered in the late 1990s by underwater archaeologist Frank Gaudio, the ruins of Cleopatra's palace have since captivated the world, offering a rare glimpse into the grandeur of ancient Alexandria and the enigmatic queen who ruled it. The underwater site is nothing short of breathtaking. As divers descend into the depths, they are greeted by the remnants of a once magnificent complex, towering columns, intricately carved statues, and fragments of walls adorned with hieroglyphs and Greek inscriptions. Among the most striking finds are the colossal statues believed to depict Cleopatra herself, her regal features still visible despite centuries beneath the waves. These artifacts, preserved by the sea's protective embrace, paint a vivid picture of a palace that was as much a symbol of power as it was a sanctuary of beauty. The sheer scale of the ruins hints at the ambition and sophistication of Cleopatra's reign, a time when Alexandria was the cultural and intellectual hub of the ancient world. But the treasures of Cleopatra's palace extend far beyond its architectural wonders. Divers have recovered a wealth of artifacts that offer intimate glimpses into daily life in the royal court. Exquisite jewelry, including gold rings and intricate necklaces, speaks to the wealth and craftsmanship of the era. Fragments of pottery, inscribed with the names of Cleopatra and her ancestors, provide tangible links to the individuals who once walked these halls. Perhaps most intriguing are the religious artifacts such as statues of Isis and Osiris, which underscore the deep spiritual connection between Cleopatra's rule and the divine. These finds suggest that her palace was not just a political center, but also a place of worship and ritual where the earthly and the divine converged. The preservation of these underwater treasures has been a monumental task. The delicate nature of the artifacts, combined with the challenges of working in a marine environment, has required cutting-edge technology and meticulous care. Archaeologists have employed 3D mapping and photogrammetry to document the site in unprecedented detail, creating virtual reconstructions that allow us to explore the palace as it might have appeared in its heyday. These efforts are not just about uncovering the past, they are about safeguarding it for future generations. As climate change and rising sea levels threaten coastal heritage sites, the work being done in Alexandria is a reminder of the urgent need to protect our shared history. What do these discoveries reveal about Cleopatra and her world? The artifacts and ruins suggest a ruler who was not only politically astute, but also deeply connected to the cultural and spiritual fabric of her time. Cleopatra's palace was a microcosm of Alexandria itself, a city that blended Egyptian, Greek, and Roman influences into a vibrant tapestry of art, science, and philosophy. Her reign marked the end of an era as Egypt transitioned from the Ptolemaic dynasty to Roman rule, and her palace stands as a poignant symbol of that pivotal moment in history. As we delve into the submerged ruins of Cleopatra's palace, we're reminded of the enduring allure of her story. She was a queen who defied conventions, forged alliances, and left an indelible mark on history. Her palace, now resting beneath the waves, is more than just an archaeological site. It's a portal to a world of intrigue, ambition, and beauty. Each artifact recovered from the seabed adds another piece to the puzzle, helping us to better understand not just Cleopatra, but the complex and fascinating world she inhabited. And as we continue to explore these underwater treasures, we're left with one question: what other secrets might the Mediterranean hold, waiting to be uncovered? High in the Andes, where the air is thin and the sky stretches endlessly, lies Lake Titicaca, a place of breathtaking beauty and profound mystery. At over 12,000 feet above sea level, it's the highest navigable lake in the world, its shimmering blue waters framed by snow-capped peaks. But beneath its serene surface lies a secret that has captivated explorers and archaeologists for decades: an ancient underwater temple hidden in the depths. This submerged structure, discovered in the early 2000s, is more than just a relic of the past. It's a portal to a civilization whose stories have been whispered through the ages, yet remain shrouded in mystery. The temple's discovery was nothing short of extraordinary. Divers exploring the lake's depths stumbled upon a series of stone structures, including walls, staircases, and what appears to be a ceremonial plaza. These ruins, lying over 100 feet below the surface, are remarkably well preserved, their stonework showing signs of advanced engineering and craftsmanship. Among the most striking finds are intricately carved stones, some bearing symbols and patterns that echo the artistic traditions of the Tiwanaku civilization, a pre-Inca culture that once thrived in the region. The temple's location, submerged beneath the lake, has sparked endless speculation about its origins. How did it end up underwater, and what role did it play in the lives of the people who built it? Local legends offer tantalizing clues. According to Andean mythology, Lake Titicaca is the birthplace of the Inca civilization, the spot where the sun god Inti emerged to create the world. The Inca believed the lake was sacred, a place where the divine and the earthly intersected. Stories tell of a great flood that once covered the land, submerging cities and temples beneath the waves. Could this underwater temple be a remnant of that ancient catastrophe? Some researchers suggest that rising water levels caused by glacial melt or tectonic shifts gradually submerged the site over centuries. Others propose that the temple was intentionally built underwater, perhaps as a place of worship dedicated to the lake's spiritual significance. Theories about the temple's purpose are as varied as they are fascinating. Some believe it served as a religious site, a place where rituals honoring the lake's sacred waters were performed. The presence of ceremonial artifacts, including offerings of gold and pottery, supports this idea. Others suggest it was a center of astronomical observation, its alignment with the stars reflecting the advanced knowledge of its builders. The Tiwanaku civilization, known for its intricate understanding of celestial movements, may have used the temple to track solstices and equinoxes, marking the passage of time and the cycles of nature. Still, others see it as a political or cultural hub, a place where leaders and priests gathered to strengthen their connection to the gods and their people. What does this underwater temple tell us about the ancient civilizations of the Andes? For one, it reveals a society deeply attuned to the natural world, one that saw the lake not just as a resource but as a living, spiritual entity. The temple's design and artifacts suggest a culture that valued harmony with nature, blending practicality with profound reverence. It also highlights the interconnectedness of Andean societies, from the Tiwanaku to the Inca, who shared a common belief in the sacredness of the land and water. The temple stands as a testament to their ingenuity, their spirituality, and their ability to create enduring monuments that continue to inspire awe. Exploring the mysteries of Lake Titicaca's underwater temple invites us to reflect on the resilience of human memory. The stories passed down through generations, the legends of floods and gods, may hold kernels of truth waiting to be uncovered. As we dive deeper into the lake's depths, we're reminded that history is not just written in books, it's etched into the earth, submerged beneath the waters, and carried in the voices of those who came before us. The temple beneath Lake Titicaca is more than a relic. It's a bridge to a world that once was, a world that still whispers its secrets to those willing to listen. And as we uncover its mysteries, we're left with a profound sense of wonder and the knowledge that the past is never truly lost, only waiting to be rediscovered. Beneath the gentle waves of the Mediterranean off the southern coast of Greece lies a city that time forgot, Pavlopetri. Dating back over 5,000 years, this ancient settlement holds the distinction of being the oldest known submerged city in the world. Rediscovered in the late 1960s, Pavlopetri offers an extraordinary glimpse into a Bronze Age society that thrived long before the rise of classical Greece. Its remarkably preserved streets, buildings, and tombs tell a story of innovation, resilience, and interconnectedness, challenging our assumptions about the capabilities of early civilizations. What makes Pavlopetri truly remarkable is its advanced urban planning. The city's layout reveals a level of sophistication rarely seen in settlements of its time. Wide, well-organized streets intersect at right angles, forming a grid that suggests careful forethought and design. Homes, public spaces, and even a complex water management system have been identified, indicating a society that prioritized both functionality and community. The presence of courtyards and open areas hints at a social structure that valued shared spaces, where daily life unfolded in a blend of public and private interactions. This level of organization wasn't just practical, it reflected a deep understanding of how to create a thriving, sustainable community. Artifacts recovered from Pavlopetri paint a vivid picture of daily life in this ancient city. Pottery fragments, tools, and jewelry reveal a society skilled in craftsmanship and trade. The city's inhabitants were not isolated, they were part of a broader network that connected them to distant lands. Archaeologists have found evidence of trade with Crete, Egypt, and other Mediterranean civilizations, suggesting that Pavlopetri was a bustling port, a hub of commerce and cultural exchange. Its strategic location along key maritime routes made it a vital link in the trade networks of the Bronze Age, bringing goods, ideas, and people from across the ancient world. But Pavlopetri's significance goes beyond its physical remains. It challenges our understanding of early urban development, showing that complex societies existed far earlier than once thought. The city's advanced infrastructure and trade connections suggest a level of sophistication that rivaled later civilizations, reshaping our timeline of human progress. Pavlopetri forces us to reconsider the narrative of history, reminding us that the past is filled with stories of innovation and achievement that we've only begun to uncover. The preservation of Pavlopetri also highlights the importance of underwater archaeology. The sea, often seen as a destroyer of history, has in this case acted as a protector. The city's submersion shielded it from the ravages of time, leaving its streets and buildings remarkably intact. Advances in technology, such as 3D mapping and photogrammetry, have allowed researchers to study the site in unprecedented detail, creating virtual reconstructions that bring the ancient city to life. These tools not only deepen our understanding of Pavlopetri, but also underscore the potential of underwater archaeology to uncover other lost worlds beneath the waves. As we explore the mysteries of Pavlopetri, we're reminded of the enduring connection between humanity and the sea. This ancient city, with its well-preserved streets and artifacts, offers a tangible link to a world long gone, yet still deeply relevant. It challenges us to reflect on the resilience of human ingenuity, the power of nature to reshape our world, and the importance of preserving the fragile remnants of our past. Pavlopetri stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of the Bronze Age, a silent witness to the ebb and flow of history, and a reminder that even the mightiest cities are not immune to the tides of time. Through its rediscovery, we gain not just a glimpse into the past, but a deeper appreciation for the stories that shape our understanding of who we are and where we came from. As we've journeyed through the sunken cities of the ancient world, one name continues to loom larger than the rest: Atlantis. The legend of this fabled civilization has endured for millennia, captivating explorers, scholars, and dreamers alike. But while Plato's account remains the cornerstone of Atlantis lore, modern science and technology are breathing new life into the search for this enigmatic lost world. Recent discoveries and groundbreaking theories are challenging what we thought we knew about Atlantis, suggesting that it might not have been a single city but part of a vast network of advanced civilizations. Could we be on the brink of solving one of history's greatest mysteries? One of the most exciting developments in the search for Atlantis is the use of cutting-edge technology. Advances in sonar mapping, underwater drones, and satellite imaging have revolutionized how we explore the ocean floor. These tools allow researchers to scan vast areas with unprecedented precision, uncovering structures and formations that were once invisible to the human eye. For instance, off the coast of Spain, near the Doñana National Park, archaeologists have identified a series of submerged ruins that some believe could be linked to Atlantis. The remains include what appear to be circular structures and remnants of large buildings, suggesting a sophisticated settlement. While the evidence is still debated, the discoveries have reignited hope that Atlantis might not be just a myth after all. Another compelling theory gaining traction is that Atlantis wasn't a single city but a network of interconnected civilizations. This idea challenges the traditional view of Atlantis as an isolated island and instead proposes that it was part of a broader cultural and technological exchange. Proponents of this theory point to similarities between ancient sites across the Mediterranean, the Caribbean, and even the Pacific. Could these distant civilizations have been part of the same Atlantean network? The discovery of underwater ruins in places like the Bahamas and the Azores has fueled speculation that Atlantis was a maritime superpower, its influence stretching across oceans. Perhaps the most intriguing aspect of the modern search for Atlantis is the way it forces us to rethink our understanding of ancient history. For centuries, Atlantis was dismissed as a cautionary tale, a fictional story meant to warn against hubris. But what if Plato's account was based on real events? Some researchers suggest that Atlantis could have been inspired by the Minoan civilization, a highly advanced society that thrived on the island of Crete until its sudden collapse around 1600 BCE. The Minoans were known for their impressive architecture, maritime prowess, and mysterious decline, which some attribute to a catastrophic volcanic eruption on the island of Thera. Could the Minoans have been the real Atlantis, their story distorted and mythologized over time? As we continue to explore the depths of our oceans, the search for Atlantis is no longer just about finding a lost city. It's about uncovering the hidden connections between ancient civilizations. Each new discovery, whether off the coast of Spain or in the waters of the Caribbean, adds another piece to the puzzle. And while the truth about Atlantis may remain elusive for now, the journey itself is transforming our understanding of the ancient world. The oceans, vast and uncharted, hold secrets that could rewrite history as we know it. With every dive, every scan, and every artifact recovered, we move closer to unraveling the mystery of Atlantis, and perhaps discovering that the line between myth and reality is thinner than we ever imagined. The future of underwater exploration is bright, and the story of Atlantis is far from over. Who knows what wonders lie beneath the waves waiting to be revealed? Beneath the waves, where light barely reaches and pressure builds with every foot of descent, lies a world that holds some of humanity's greatest secrets. Exploring these submerged realms isn't just about curiosity, it's a science, a discipline that combines history, engineering, and cutting-edge technology. This is the world of underwater archaeology, a field dedicated to uncovering the stories hidden beneath the ocean's surface. But how do we explore these ancient sites, often buried under layers of silt and sediment, and what does it take to bring their secrets to light? The tools of underwater archaeology are as diverse as the sites they explore. At the heart of this work is sonar technology, which uses sound waves to map the ocean floor. Think of it as an underwater echolocation system, sending out pulses that bounce off objects and return to create detailed images of the seabed. This allows archaeologists to identify potential sites without ever getting wet. But once a site is located, the real work begins. Divers equipped with specialized gear like underwater cameras, dredges, and even robotic submersibles descend to carefully excavate and document the ruins. Every artifact, every stone is meticulously recorded, often using 3D photogrammetry to create precise digital models of the site. These models are invaluable, preserving the layout and details of structures that might otherwise be lost to time or the elements. Yet, working underwater comes with its own set of challenges. The ocean is an unforgiving environment where visibility can drop to zero in an instant, and currents can scatter artifacts across the seabed. Preservation is another major concern. Unlike land-based sites where artifacts are often protected by layers of soil, underwater finds are exposed to salt water, which can corrode metals and dissolve organic materials over time. To combat this, archaeologists use innovative methods like electrolysis, a process that carefully removes salt and other corrosive elements from recovered artifacts. It's a delicate balance, preserving the past while navigating the complexities of the underwater world. Perhaps the most transformative aspect of underwater archaeology is the role of technology. Advances in robotics and artificial intelligence have opened up new possibilities for exploration. Autonomous underwater vehicles, or OVE, can now navigate treacherous underwater terrain, capturing high-resolution images and data without putting human divers at risk. Drones equipped with advanced sensors can scan vast areas of the ocean floor, identifying potential sites with remarkable accuracy. And then there's DNA analysis, which allows researchers to study the genetic material found in underwater sediments, offering clues about the people who once lived in these now submerged cities. These tools aren't just gadgets, they're game changers, enabling us to explore deeper, farther, and with greater precision than ever before. But underwater archaeology isn't just about the technology, it's about the stories it helps us uncover. Each discovery, whether it's a fragment of pottery or the ruins of an entire city, adds another piece to the puzzle of human history. These submerged sites are time capsules, preserving moments of life that might otherwise have been lost. They remind us that the oceans aren't just barriers, they're bridges, connecting us to our past in ways we're only beginning to understand. As we continue to push the boundaries of what's possible, underwater archaeology is rewriting the story of human civilization. It's a field that demands creativity, patience, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. And while the challenges are immense, so too are the rewards. Every dive, every scan, every artifact recovered brings us closer to understanding the lives of those who came before us. The secrets of the deep are waiting, and with each technological leap, we're one step closer to unlocking them. As we marvel at the mysteries of sunken cities, it's impossible to ignore the forces that brought them beneath, the waves, forces that continue to shape our world today. Rising sea levels, shifting coastlines, and catastrophic natural disasters have played a pivotal role in shaping human history, often with devastating consequences. The story of these submerged civilizations isn't just a tale of the past. It's a stark reminder of the profound connection between humanity and the environment, and a lesson in resilience for the challenges we face now. Take, for example, the ancient city of Pavlopetri. This Bronze Age settlement, nestled along Greece's southern coast, was gradually submerged over thousands of years due to rising sea levels and tectonic activity. While its slow descent into the Mediterranean wasn't sudden, it was no less impactful. Pavlopetri's story mirrors the challenges many coastal communities face today as climate change accelerates the rise of global sea levels. Cities like Miami, Venice, and Jakarta are already grappling with flooding and erosion, their futures uncertain in the face of a warming planet. The parallels are impossible to ignore. Just as Pavlopetri's inhabitants once adapted to their changing environment, so too must we find ways to navigate the environmental shifts of our time. But it's not just rising seas that have reshaped the course of history. Natural disasters, from earthquakes to tsunamis, have repeatedly altered the fate of civilizations. Heracleion, the once thriving Egyptian port, was claimed by a combination of sinking sediment and powerful seismic activity. Similarly, Port Royal's dramatic collapse in 1692 serves as a chilling reminder of how quickly nature can erase even the mightiest of human achievements. These events weren't just isolated tragedies, they were turning points, moments that forced societies to adapt, rebuild, or disappear entirely. What can we learn from these ancient examples as we confront the increasing frequency of hurricanes, wildfires, and other climate-driven disasters? One lesson is clear: adaptation is key. The sunken cities of the past reveal how civilizations responded or failed to respond to environmental challenges. Some, like the Minoans of Crete, were able to recover from catastrophic events, rebuilding their society in the aftermath of a volcanic eruption. Others, like the inhabitants of Port Royal, were less fortunate, their city lost to the sea in a single catastrophic moment. These stories underscore the importance of foresight and innovation in the face of environmental uncertainty. Today, as we grapple with the realities of climate change, we have an opportunity to learn from the past and embrace sustainable practices that protect our communities and ecosystems. Another critical insight lies in the interconnectedness of human and natural systems. The sunken cities of antiquity weren't just victims of random disasters. They were shaped by the complex interplay of geography, climate, and human activity. For instance, the gradual sinking of Baia was influenced by volcanic activity, while the submersion of Dwarca was tied to rising sea levels. These examples highlight how our choices, whether in urban planning, resource management, or environmental policy, can either mitigate or exacerbate the impacts of climate change. By studying these ancient sites, we gain a deeper understanding of how to live in harmony with our planet rather than at odds with it. Perhaps the most profound takeaway from these sunken cities is the resilience of human ingenuity. Despite the challenges they faced, the people of these ancient civilizations left behind a legacy of innovation and adaptation. From the advanced engineering of Nan Madol to the maritime trade networks of Pavlopetri, they found ways to thrive in dynamic environments. Their stories remind us that, even in the face of overwhelming odds, humanity has the capacity to innovate, adapt, and endure. As we look to the future, the lessons of these sunken cities are more relevant than ever. Climate change isn't just an abstract threat. It's a reality that will shape the way we live, build, and interact with our environment. By studying the past, we can better prepare for the challenges ahead, drawing inspiration from the resilience of those who came before us. The oceans may have claimed these ancient cities, but their stories remain, offering us wisdom, warning, and hope as we navigate the tides of change. As we dive deeper into the mysteries of sunken cities, one question emerges: how did these ancient civilizations achieve such remarkable feats? From the towering stone structures of Nan Madol to the intricate water systems of Pavlopetri, the evidence points to a level of technological sophistication that challenges our understanding of the past. What tools and techniques did these societies use to build their underwater marvels? And what can their achievements teach us about the ingenuity of ancient peoples? Let's explore the lost technologies of these submerged civilizations and uncover the secrets behind their engineering, architecture, and navigation. Take, for instance, the engineering prowess of the Tiwanaku civilization, whose underwater temple in Lake Titicaca continues to baffle researchers. The precision of the stonework, with its perfectly fitted blocks and intricate carvings, suggests a mastery of construction techniques that rival modern methods. How did they transport massive stones across the lake without the use of wheels or pulleys? Some theories propose that the Tiwanaku used rafts or floating platforms, leveraging the lake's natural resources to move their materials. Others suggest that the stones were shaped on site, reducing the need for transport. Regardless of the method, the result is a testament to their ingenuity and resourcefulness, a reminder that ancient peoples often found innovative solutions to seemingly insurmountable challenges. But it's not just stonework that showcases their advanced skills. The architecture of these underwater cities reveals a deep understanding of both form and function. In Pavlopetri, the grid-like layout of streets and buildings reflects a level of urban planning that was centuries ahead of its time. The city's water management system, with its carefully designed channels and reservoirs, highlights a society that prioritized sustainability and efficiency. These innovations weren't just practical, they were visionary, laying the groundwork for the cities we live in today. It's a striking example of how ancient civilizations were able to harmonize their built environments with the natural world, creating spaces that are both functional and beautiful. Navigation is another area where these societies excelled. The discovery of ancient shipwrecks in Thonis, Heracleion, and other underwater sites offers a glimpse into the maritime technologies of the past. These ships, some of which were equipped with advanced rigging and sails, were capable of traversing vast distances, connecting distant cultures through trade and exploration. The Phoenicians, for example, were renowned for their seafaring skills, using celestial navigation and detailed star charts to guide their journeys. Their ability to navigate the open seas with such precision speaks to a level of knowledge and expertise that was far ahead of its time. Could these ancient mariners have influenced the development of other civilizations, spreading ideas and innovations across the globe? Perhaps the most intriguing aspect of these lost technologies is the way they challenge our assumptions about the past. For centuries, we've viewed ancient societies as primitive or simplistic, but the evidence from underwater sites tells a different story. The hydraulic systems of Baia, the astronomical alignments of the Yonaguni Monument, and the intricate trade networks of Pavlopetri all point to a world that was far more interconnected and advanced than we once thought. These were cultures that valued innovation, embraced complexity, and pushed the boundaries of what was possible. Their achievements remind us that the past is not a static, unchanging narrative. It's a dynamic, evolving story, filled with moments of brilliance and creativity. As we uncover these lost technologies, we're left with a deeper appreciation for the ingenuity of ancient peoples. Their ability to adapt to their environments, solve complex problems, and create enduring monuments is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. And while we may never fully understand all the secrets of their craft, the clues they've left behind offer us a glimpse into a world that was as innovative as it was mysterious. The oceans, it seems, are not just a graveyard of lost cities, they're a treasure trove of ancient wisdom, waiting to be rediscovered and celebrated. Beneath the waves, where the ocean conceals its secrets, lies more than just the physical remnants of ancient cities. There's a rich tapestry of stories, myths, and legends that have shaped cultures across the globe. Sunken kingdoms, whether real or imagined, hold a unique place in the human psyche. They are more than archaeological sites. They are symbols of our deepest fears, our boundless curiosity, and our enduring connection to the sea. From the cautionary tale of Atlantis to the sacred waters of Dwarka, these stories have transcended time, weaving themselves into the fabric of human culture and inspiring generations to explore the unknown. The allure of sunken kingdoms often begins with their role in myth and legend. Take Atlantis, for example. Plato's tale of this advanced civilization, punished for its hubris and swallowed by the sea, isn't just a story, it's a reflection of humanity's relationship with power and nature. It speaks to our awareness of the fragility of even the mightiest empires, a theme that resonates across cultures and eras. Similarly, in Hindu tradition, the submerged city of Dwarka is more than a historical site. It's a sacred place intertwined with the divine. The stories of Krishna and the Mahabharata imbue Dwarka with spiritual significance, reminding us that these underwater ruins are not just relics of the past but living symbols of faith and identity. These myths aren't just ancient tales, they've had a profound impact on how we view the ocean itself. For centuries, the sea has been seen as both a giver and a taker of life, a realm of boundless possibility and untold danger. Sunken kingdoms embody this duality, representing both the promise of discovery and the peril of the unknown. They've inspired explorers to venture into uncharted waters, driven by the hope of uncovering lost treasures or solving age-old mysteries. The legend of Atlantis, for instance, has fueled countless expeditions from the Mediterranean to the Caribbean, as adventurers seek to separate fact from fiction. These quests, whether successful or not, reveal something fundamental about us, our desire to push boundaries and explore the limits of our world. But the cultural significance of sunken kingdoms goes beyond exploration. It's also about how these stories shape our understanding of the past. Myths and legends often serve as vehicles for preserving collective memory, passing down lessons and values through generations. The story of Heracleion, for example, isn't just about a city lost to the sea. It's a reminder of the interconnectedness of ancient civilizations, a testament to the power of trade, diplomacy, and cultural exchange. Similarly, the tale of Port Royal, the so-called wickedest city on Earth, warns of the consequences of greed and excess, offering a moral lesson that feels as relevant today as it did in the 17th century. What do these stories reveal about our relationship with the ocean? They reflect a deep respect for its power and mystery, a recognition that the sea is both a source of life and a force beyond our control. In many cultures, the ocean is personified as a deity or spirit, a living entity that demands reverence. The submerged ruins scattered across the globe serve as physical reminders of this relationship, their silent presence a testament to the ocean's ability to preserve or erase human history. They challenge us to think about our place in the natural world and the legacy we leave behind. Ultimately, the cultural significance of sunken kingdoms lies in their ability to inspire wonder and reflection. They invite us to imagine worlds that once were, to connect with the dreams and fears of those who came before us. Whether through the lens of myth, history, or spirituality, these stories remind us that the ocean is more than just a body of water. It's a mirror reflecting our hopes, our struggles, and our enduring fascination with the unknown. As we continue to explore these submerged realms, we're not just uncovering the past, we're rediscovering what it means to be human in a world filled with mystery and possibility. And perhaps in doing so, we'll find new ways to navigate the tides of our own time. As we stand on the brink of a new era in underwater exploration, the possibilities are as vast as the oceans themselves. Emerging technologies are transforming the way we explore the deep, offering unprecedented opportunities to uncover the secrets hidden beneath the waves. From advanced robotics to cutting-edge imaging systems, these innovations are reshaping our understanding of the underwater world and reigniting the hope that some of history's greatest mysteries might yet be solved. One of the most exciting developments is the rise of autonomous underwater vehicles, or OVE. These robotic explorers can navigate the ocean floor with remarkable precision, mapping vast areas and capturing high-resolution images of submerged sites. Unlike human divers, AUVs can operate in extreme depths and harsh conditions, allowing us to explore regions that were once off-limits. Imagine a fleet of these machines scouring the seabed, uncovering ruins and artifacts that have lain undisturbed for millennia. The potential for discovery is staggering, and with each mission, we're inching closer to finding answers to questions that have puzzled us for centuries. But it's not just robotics that's changing the game. Advances in sonar and 3D imaging are providing us with tools to see beneath layers of sediment and debris, revealing structures and objects that would otherwise remain hidden. These technologies allow archaeologists to create detailed maps of underwater sites, reconstructing entire cities in virtual space. It's like peeling back the layers of time, bringing the past to life in ways we've never imagined. And with the integration of artificial intelligence, we're now able to analyze vast amounts of data, identifying patterns and anomalies that might lead to groundbreaking discoveries. Another frontier in underwater exploration is the use of DNA analysis. By studying genetic material found in underwater sediments, researchers can uncover clues about the people who once inhabited these submerged cities. This cutting-edge approach allows us to piece together the lives of ancient civilizations, from their diets and health to their migration patterns and interactions with other cultures. It's a powerful reminder that the oceans hold not just physical artifacts but the very essence of human history, preserved in the genetic code of those who came before us. The future of underwater exploration also holds the promise of collaboration on a global scale. As technology becomes more accessible, researchers from around the world are joining forces to explore the oceans. International teams are pooling their expertise and resources, sharing discoveries and insights that enrich our collective understanding of the past. This spirit of cooperation is breaking down barriers and opening up new avenues for exploration, ensuring that the ocean's secrets are uncovered not by a single nation but by humanity as a whole. So, what mysteries might still lie beneath the waves? The possibilities are endless. Could we one day find the lost city of Atlantis, finally separating myth from reality? Might we uncover evidence of civilizations even older than Dwarka or Pavlopetri, rewriting the timeline of human history? Or perhaps we'll discover entirely new cultures, their stories waiting to be told. The oceans are vast and largely unexplored, and with each technological leap, we're reminded of how much we still have to learn. As we look to the future, one thing is certain: the oceans hold untold stories, waiting for the right tools and the right minds to bring them to light. The combination of advanced technology, international collaboration, and human curiosity is a powerful force, one that promises to unlock the secrets of our past and inspire the generations to come. The journey is just beginning, and the discoveries waiting beneath the waves could change the way we see ourselves and our place in the world. The ocean, it seems, is not just a frontier, it's a treasure trove of history, mystery, and endless possibility. And as we dive deeper, we're reminded that the greatest adventures are still ahead of us. The sunken cities and ancient ruins we've explored are more than just relics of the past. They are irreplaceable pieces of our shared human heritage. These underwater treasures offer us a unique window into the lives, cultures, and innovations of civilizations long gone. But as we marvel at their beauty and mystery, we must also confront a pressing question. How do we protect these fragile sites from the threats they face today? From looting and pollution to the relentless impacts of climate change, the challenges are immense, but so too is our responsibility to safeguard these wonders for future generations. One of the most immediate dangers to underwater heritage is looting. For centuries, sunken cities have been plundered by treasure hunters seeking valuable artifacts. While these items might fetch high prices on the black market, their removal strips away critical pieces of history, leaving behind gaps in our understanding of the past. Imagine a mosaic with missing tiles. Each artifact taken is a piece of the story lost forever. To combat this, international laws and agreements, such as the UNESCO Convention on the Protection of the Underwater Cultural Heritage, have been established to regulate underwater excavations and prevent illegal activities. These efforts are crucial, but they require global cooperation and enforcement to be truly effective. Pollution poses another significant threat to underwater heritage. From plastic waste to chemical runoff, our oceans are under siege, and the damage extends far beyond marine life. Submerged archaeological sites are vulnerable to contamination, which can erode stone, corrode metal, and destroy organic materials. For example, the delicate wood of ancient shipwrecks can be consumed by bacteria thriving in polluted waters, while oil spills can coat artifacts, rendering them unrecognizable. Addressing this issue demands a dual approach, reducing pollution at its source and implementing protective measures, such as creating marine protected areas around heritage sites. These steps not only preserve history but also contribute to the health of our oceans as a whole. Perhaps the most insidious threat to underwater heritage is climate change. Rising sea levels, ocean acidification, and increasingly severe storms are altering the very environments that have preserved these sites for millennia. Coastal erosion, driven by higher water levels, can expose and destroy submerged ruins, while warmer ocean temperatures accelerate the decay of organic materials. The gradual sinking of cities like Pavlopetri, once caused by natural forces, is now being exacerbated by human activity. To mitigate these impacts, scientists and archaeologists are working together to monitor at-risk sites and develop strategies for their preservation, such as relocating vulnerable artifacts or using barriers to shield structures from wave action. But preservation isn't just about reacting to threats, it's also about proactive stewardship. Education plays a vital role in fostering a sense of connection and responsibility toward underwater heritage. By sharing the stories of these sites, we can inspire people to see them not as distant curiosities but as living links to our past. Museums, documentaries, and even virtual reality experiences can bring these ancient worlds to life, sparking curiosity and encouraging support for conservation efforts. After all, when people understand the value of something, they're more likely to fight to protect it. Another key aspect of preservation is the use of technology. Advances in 3D scanning and digital modeling allow us to document underwater sites in extraordinary detail, creating virtual replicas that can be studied and shared without disturbing the originals. These digital archives ensure that even if a site is lost to time or the elements, its story will endure. Additionally, underwater drones and remotely operated vehicles can explore and monitor sites without the risks associated with human divers, making it easier to track changes and identify threats before they escalate. Ultimately, the preservation of underwater heritage is a collective effort. It requires the collaboration of governments, scientists, archaeologists, and everyday citizens. It calls for policies that prioritize conservation, funding for research and protection, and a global commitment to reducing our environmental impact. These steps aren't just about saving the past, they're about honoring the ingenuity and resilience of those who came before us, and ensuring that their legacy continues to inspire and inform the generations to come. As we reflect on the challenges and opportunities of preserving underwater heritage, we're reminded of the profound connection between humanity and the oceans. These submerged sites are more than just archaeological wonders. They are testaments to our shared history and our enduring relationship with the sea. By protecting them, we're not only safeguarding the past, we're investing in a future where the stories of ancient civilizations can continue to teach, inspire, and unite us. The responsibility is ours, and the time to act is now. The stories of sunken kingdoms are more than just tales of lost cities. They are powerful lessons etched in stone and water, offering timeless wisdom about resilience, adaptation, and the forces of nature. These ancient civilizations, whether brought down by earthquakes, rising seas, or human hubris, remind us that even the mightiest societies are not immune to change. But within their ruins lies a deeper truth. The ability to endure, adapt, and learn from the past is what defines humanity's greatest strength. One of the most striking lessons from these submerged cities is resilience. Take the Minoans, for example. After the catastrophic eruption of Thera around 1600 BCE, their society faced unimaginable devastation. Yet they rebuilt, adapting to their new reality and preserving their culture for generations. Their story is a testament to the human spirit's capacity to recover, even in the face of overwhelming odds. Similarly, the people of Pavlopetri, whose city gradually sank over millennia, found ways to thrive in a changing environment, showcasing ingenuity and determination. These examples remind us that resilience isn't about avoiding challenges, it's about finding ways to overcome them. Adaptation is another key theme woven through the fabric of these ancient narratives. From the hydraulic systems of Baia to the maritime trade networks of Pavlopetri, these civilizations demonstrate a remarkable ability to innovate in response to their environments. They didn't just survive, they thrived by harnessing the resources around them and creating systems that balanced human needs with the natural world. In a time when climate change and environmental shifts are reshaping our planet, these ancient examples offer valuable insights. They challenge us to think creatively, to embrace sustainable practices, and to adapt to the realities of a changing world. Yet, perhaps the most humbling lesson from sunken kingdoms is the power of nature. No matter how advanced or prosperous a civilization may be, it is ultimately at the mercy of the natural forces that shape our planet. The sudden collapse of Port Royal, swallowed by the sea in a single day, or the gradual submersion of Baia due to volcanic activity, serve as stark reminders of nature's unpredictability. These stories urge us to respect the environment, to recognize our place within it, and to approach our relationship with the natural world with humility and care. But what do these ancient lessons mean for us today? In a world grappling with climate change, rising sea levels, and environmental degradation, the stories of sunken kingdoms are alarmingly relevant. They invite us to reflect on the choices we're making and the legacy we're leaving behind. Will we learn from the past and take proactive steps to protect our planet, or will we repeat the mistakes of those who came before us? The answer lies in our ability to embrace resilience, foster adaptation, and acknowledge the power of nature. At the same time, these stories offer hope. They remind us that humanity has faced and overcome immense challenges before. From the engineers of Nan Madol to the navigators of Thonis Heracleion, our ancestors found ways to innovate, collaborate, and persevere. Their achievements inspire us to tackle modern challenges with the same determination and creativity. The sunken cities of the past are not just relics, they are blueprints for a sustainable future, urging us to build societies that are resilient, adaptable, and in harmony with the natural world. As we dive into the mysteries of these ancient civilizations, we're not just uncovering the past, we're uncovering a roadmap for the future. The lessons of sunken kingdoms are a call to action, a reminder that the choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. And just as the ruins beneath the waves continue to whisper their stories, they challenge us to listen, to learn, and to rise to the challenges of our time with the same courage and ingenuity that defined those who came before us. As we surface from the depths of this exploration, the stories of sunken kingdoms linger like ripples in the vast ocean of human history. From the legendary Atlantis, a tale of hubris and mystery that has captivated imaginations for millennia, to the tangible ruins of Pavlopetri, the oldest known submerged city, each discovery offers a unique window into the past. We've navigated the sacred waters of Dwarka, where myth and reality intertwine, and marveled at the grandeur of Heracleion, a once thriving port swallowed by the Mediterranean. These underwater treasures are more than just relics, they are time capsules, preserving the triumphs, tragedies, and ingenuity of ancient civilizations. What makes these sunken kingdoms so enduringly fascinating? Perhaps it's their ability to bridge the gap between myth and history, reminding us that even the most fantastical stories often hold kernels of truth. Or maybe it's the way they reveal humanity's resilience and adaptability in the face of nature's relentless forces. From the advanced engineering of Nan Madol to the bustling trade networks of Thonis Heracleion, these sites challenge our assumptions about the past, showing us a world that was far more interconnected and innovative than we once imagined. They remind us that history is not a static narrative but a living, evolving story, shaped by both human ambition and the unpredictable power of the natural world. But beyond their historical significance, these sunken cities also serve as cautionary tales. They highlight the fragility of human achievement and the consequences of ignoring the environment. Rising sea levels, earthquakes, and other natural disasters have claimed these civilizations, and today, as we face the challenges of climate change, their stories feel more relevant than ever. They urge us to reflect on our own relationship with the planet and to consider how we can build a future that balances progress with preservation. The mysteries of sunken kingdoms are far from solved. With each technological advancement, from underwater drones to 3D mapping, we uncover new clues and ask new questions. What other secrets lie hidden beneath the waves? What untold stories are waiting to be discovered? The oceans, vast and uncharted, continue to beckon, offering endless opportunities for exploration and discovery. As we conclude this journey, I invite you to dive deeper into these mysteries. What fascinates you most about sunken kingdoms? Do you believe Atlantis was real, or do you think it's a cautionary tale? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspectives and theories. And if you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more captivating content. Together, let's keep uncovering the stories of our past, one dive at a time. The oceans hold countless secrets, and the adventure is just beginning.